I could have been dead, but I'm not. Mama kept praying, she stayed on her knees. She told me put faith in the Lord. Cause I am a king, the son of a king. I'm blessed by the grace of the Lord. Yeah, I'm holy, 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 holy. I'm God's son, got me feeling holy, holy son of God.
What up, y'all? Welcome to the Dreams in Motion podcast. I am your host, Curtis King Bradford, and we back again with another episode, and I am extremely excited about this particular person that I'm gonna introduce to you today, that I'm gonna sit down with. It's been an honor and a privilege to get to know this person, man. It just happened organically. A friend of mine, his family, his uncle, shouts out to Uncle Kevin. He's dating my cousin, and it just all came together so beautifully, man. And I actually got hip to this dude through his career at U of H playing football. His story is phenomenal, and we'll get into that. But I saw a crazy video with dude just going ham on the treadmill, man. It was like the dude was running. I don't know how fast Chandler was running, but my God, it was crazy. And from there, some of my friends in Austin, who was a big sports agent, told me about him, and I just started following him more, and I got inspired by this dude, not because he walked on to the football team and the stuff he did on the field, but really for the stuff that he did off the field, man, and what he's done with his social media, how he's grown his audience, and everything he's done with his career thus far. The dude is very inspirational, man, and so I just wanted to take some time to introduce my new guest, my homie, my friend, Chandler Smith. What's up, my boy?
What's good, brother? How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man.
Hey,
I love
good.
the vibes. I appreciate you for having me out here,
Hey,
bro.
man, you came in here swagged up, man. Big body truck.
Nah,
know what I'm
that's
saying?
you. That's
hey, you was
you.
doing your thing, man. Hey, I had to step back and look at the trucks like, man, we fly.
Nah, I got out and I was
Yeah.
like, dang, he do look
Yeah.
They
Hey,
look great.
Hey, but I don't know if you remember, bro. I was sending you a lot of pictures and stuff.
No, I remember, and that's what I told my brother. I was like, this dude is cool. Like,
Yeah.
You sent me to the truck. He was like, hey, what do you think I should do to it?
Hey,
I was like, hey,
man.
man, I think you need to lift it.
Yeah.
I think you need some
You
35s.
did. Yeah, you did, man. You saw I got the 4-inch on that boy.
Nah, I see it. I see it.
But man, I appreciate you coming tonight, man. I know you busy. I know you got a lot of things going on, and I respect your time.
Yeah.
I respect everything that you're doing through your social media page, and man, your family. And, you about to be you're a husband now.
Yeah, man.
We'll get into that.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Man,
When
you about to be a father.
Hearing it is wild.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah. Welcome
man.
to the club,
Yeah,
my boy.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Husband.
I'm 12 years in.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
about like 6 months.
See, I got a little knowledge for you, my boy. You feel me? But
Yeah.
yeah, man, I wanted to just start with, just getting right into it, man. Like, not only, I know a little bit about the history of you walking on to the football team.
Right.
I know a little bit of history about your family, stuff like that, and your social media.
Mm-hmm.
But I really want to get into, like, where did all this really start? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, because I don't know anything about high school. Did you play football in high school?
Yeah.
Stuff like Little League?
Yeah,
Like, where did the desire to play football, where did that start?
Okay, so that started real young.
Okay.
Like, my dad played football, my uncles played football. Uncle Kevin really was on that.
Okay.
He ran like 10-2 in high school.
Okay.
So
he was telling me, and I was trying
No,
to
he's
side play
not
like,
cap.
yeah,
He's not cap. He's
Yeah,
for real.
that's
So,
what's up.
having a family of athletes in football, we in Texas.
Yeah.
So I played first grade, and then just played a lot of other sports. But it really started in middle school, man.
Yeah.
So middle school, 7th grade, you get to try out. Made B team. Was doing good, but it would frustrate me more than anything. Seeing dudes when we would go to work out and run that was bigger, faster, and stronger than me, but they would like goof off in the weight room, and they're not trying.
Yeah.
But middle school is that awkward age where like people develop at different times.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
to me, I'm trying hard in the gym, not doing as much weight. They get under there after goofing off 135. Like it's
Easy.
nothing.
Yeah.
And I remember being frustrated, man. I will never forget to this day, Coach Bryce at Twin Creeks Middle School had a conversation with me.
Yeah.
This man came to my wedding.
Yeah,
Like that's
wow.
how influential this was. So
Okay.
this is where it started. He told me, look, Chandler, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. He was like,
Yeah.
so they're goofing off right now. That's okay. They're just beating you right now because genetically they're a little bit more ahead. He said, but eventually you put that hard work in and keep stacking them days, eventually you're gonna pass them up.
Yeah.
And bro, that's all I needed.
Wow.
From there, I remember that Christmas, I asked for ankle weights and a parachute for Christmas. I was doing, from that point on, my mindset changed.
And this is middle school?
Yeah, 7th grade.
Yeah, see, you already had that dog in
It was from then till now,
Yeah.
100%.
See, because you can tell people, man, you need to go hard. You need to do this. You need to do that.
Yeah, bro.
But not everybody has that dog in them, or that mentality to say,
Yeah.
you know, I'm finna go hard. I'm finna do this.
And I was really about that. Like,
Yeah.
I told myself nothing was gonna stop me.
Yeah.
Like I remember watching Trey Williams highlights. He was a running back for Decaney at the time. Another smaller guy. Bro, was crazy. Had like 3,000 yards.
Yeah.
His senior season, won the state championship.
Wow.
And so I'm going to the high school games watching him. Like, this is a little dude. He's making it happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I told myself every day I looked in the mirror like, I'm gonna make my dreams happen. I remember watching a Division I football.
Yeah.
I remember watching a Division I football YouTube video and doing push-ups to it.
Oh, wow.
And like that's when I started doing push-ups, seeing how many I could do.
Wow.
And like I would just up it every day. I eventually ended up getting to like 150 straight. And I remember dang near like breaking down, like shaking and falling. And like my parents would come in and I'm doing like Bulgarian squats with a chair. Like, what 7th grade kid?
Dang,
You supposed to be outside playing. Like,
Yeah, bro.
you not trying to go to a party? I'm like, no, I'm trying to go D1.
Different. That's different, bro. This is why you are a prime example of why I started this podcast.
Yeah.
Because I'm that type of person in my field.
I could tell.
Musically, I was always driven. You feel
Right.
me? Like I was in band at my 5th grade year.
Okay. What you play?
Man, I'm a percussionist, man.
Ooh,
I'm a
see, that's what I
drummer.
wanted to do.
Yeah,
They
man.
put me on the French horn.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, French horns get love too.
Right.
But
I
the
wanna
drummers,
I want to be Nick Cannon, brother.
yeah, you don't see. That's what they used to call me.
Ah.
Bro, I was that guy in the band making up my own
That's
tunes
live.
and make my own beats.
See, that's cool,
At the
though.
football games, I get all the football players hype. You feel me? Cause see, I played football too in junior high.
Right.
I was on the B team. I was a running back. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That's why I was inspired too.
Okay.
But just watching your story, it was just like it made a lot of things resonate with me too.
Right.
Watching you, like, you know, I never wanted to play D1, but I was always an athlete too.
Right.
But I was scoring touchdowns, running back, doing my thing. And I always tell this story because it's funny, man. My classmate, who was one of my good friends, man, shouts out to Greg McCardell. I was talking a lot of trash, man. When I started scoring touchdowns,
Yeah.
ain't nobody tell me nothing. I was on the B team, so we had to scrimmage the A team one day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and they knew Kurt talk a lot of trash. We finna get him.
Oh, yeah.
Man, we were. I never forget. We were in an I formation, and I had to do like some sort of draw, counter. You know how you counter step and then you hit the hole.
Yeah.
I get the ball. Dude met me at the hole, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Hit me so hard, like my whole helmet twisted.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, bro. And I'm telling you, like me and my mom laugh about it to this day. That changed the trajectory. like it really made
Let me take these pads.
I'm telling you, bro,
off.
I knew for sure that I wasn't about that life.
Nah, for
You feel me?
real.
Like I ain't want that. I was just naturally the guy that liked to play with the homies. You
Yeah.
feel me? Flag football. You know what I'm saying? Hey, kill a man with the ball in the hood.
Right.
Like, but when you get them pads on, I knew for
When
sure.
you really
bro,
get that hat put on you, it's different.
it's
huh?
different, bro. Like,
Hey.
and I knew that I wasn't about that life, but that made me focus on my music.
Right.
That made me go in, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like at an early age, playing drums in the church and playing keyboard in the church,
Right.
I was always driven. I was the guy still, like when I was asking the pastor, hey man, can you open up the church so I can go in there and practice?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like while kids playing outside, I'm in the church honing my skills. You
Yeah.
feel me? And so that's why I relate to you, that drive in you at that age, because around that same age, I had that same drive. And that's what the show is about, man.
Yeah.
You put it, like you can wake up and dream to one day be on where you're at playing for U of H like you did, but you had to put a lot of things in motion.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
100%.
So moving from junior high
yeah.
and doing all of the stuff that you were doing, from there, like, where did it go? Where did it, you know?
Yeah, man. So I actually, after middle school, I went to Northland Christian. I ended up transferring there. One of my best friends at the time was going to that school, and his family actually helped me get into that school, and it was really dope.
Oh, it was a private school?
Yeah, it was a private school, so I started playing there. Met some amazing lifelong friends there, bro, and I got to really see things outside of football. So private school, it was Northland Christian.
Yeah.
This private school costs around $14,000 a year to go there. Mind you, we're not paying that. But like I'm getting to see how the other side live. Like mind you, we're middle class. Like we're straight. I never wanted for anything in my life.
Yeah.
One thing about my parents is they sacrificed everything for my brother and I.
I can tell
Like
that.
we never wanted for anything.
Yeah.
But going to this school, it was just a different level, bro. Like I got a billionaire going to my school. I got people really humble, really down to earth people, but just a different side of privilege that I'm like, wow. But like when you see it, now it's attainable. Like if you've never seen it before, if you've never been on a private jet, if you've never had your homecoming at their private jet hangar, like if you've never seen these things, you might not think that things like that don't exist. You know what I mean? So going to that school really, really helped me, just mentally. Yeah. But I ended up playing there. My junior year, I did real good. I had like 18 touchdowns, 1,100 yards rushing and receiving, and I like missed 4 games. Wow. But like I was in a position to be like the guy at the school, and like I knew that.
And this was in Houston?
Yeah. Okay. So like riding off Klein, 1960. Okay. Right. Okay. But here's the problem. So like I'm a smaller guy, so trying to get offers and things, like when you're smaller doing that, it's like, okay, you're still small and you're not really playing nobody. But if I would have been a bigger guy, like 5'9", 195 doing that, oh, we're gonna offer you. Cause I would go to camps and I would be like one of the fastest guys there doing my thing. And then I'd see people like, what were your stats last year? They were like, oh, I had 2 touchdowns. And I'm like, oh, okay, you got any offers? Yeah, USC, Cal, TCU. I'm like, hold up.
And with 2 touchdowns.
With 2, I had 18. You know what I mean? So it just really put things in perspective. So my senior year, I was like, you know, I grew up in public school. Okay. Sophomore, so elementary through middle school, I went to public school. Okay. In spring, all my friends went to these schools. I left to go to this private school because my best friend was there. But at this time, I'm like, dude, my parents, I really don't want to have this burden of even having to attempt to try and pay for this school to be an issue. And I really just want to be with my friends and ball out, playing with my friends, and just be with the people I grew up with. And this is when God gave me my first big boy decision. So I had to make a decision, like, do I want to stay here at this school where I met a lot of really awesome people, or do I want to leave and take a chance on myself and help my parents out, not having to pay, and just be able to experience public school my last year? So I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that. My parents let the decision up to me.
Your senior year?
Yeah, this is for my senior year. And that's when I realized, like, bro, people say they love you, people say they, you know, care about you, and they're there for you. That could be conditional in this circumstance. And this was a Christian example of that. So I had coaches that said they love me, would do anything for me, not threatening me, but like completely changing how they treat me now.
Because you left.
Because I'm making a decision. But if you really love me and I'm doing something that I think is best for me, wouldn't you encourage me in that?
Yeah.
No, but that wasn't the case, because now I'm not doing what benefits you. It's an issue. You feel me? So, but like at 16, 17 years old, I'm getting to see a grown man talk to my dad crazy. Like, you left this decision up to your kid. I don't really think that XYZ, woo. Long story short, I ended up transferring to Oak Ridge High School, where I ended up meeting my wife, my now wife, in class. So I thank God for me praying about that decision. And like you said earlier, you know, God is real. I mean, at a young age, I was making prayers and having decisions that led me to her. That without me praying and having that guidance, I mean, we weren't even in a lot of classes together. We were in one class.
Oh, so y'all, man, hold on. So,
yeah, that's
so your wife went to Oak Ridge High School. Oh, see, I thought y'all met in college.
Nope.
I keep forgetting.
Nah, but the thing is, she had a boyfriend at the time, and I respected that. Like, I'm the new kid at school, so fast forward. I go to Oak Ridge. I end up having to meet with all the principals of the district because my old coach, who was threatening me, didn't want me to play, trying to prove a point. You know what I mean? But this is the Christian coach, the guy who loved me, who would do anything for me.
But you were killing it over there at that Christian school, and that's why he didn't want you to leave.
I was on commercials. I was on... I had people dropping notes off at my house. I just read my wife a note from one of my English teachers who said, "You are Chandler Smith, the face of Northland Christian football." Like, wow. You know what I mean? So it's awesome when the love is happening and you're getting it. But when you take a step back and you're like, but you know what? I think for me, this will be better for my family and I. Like, yeah, bro.
So the main reason why you wanted to go to Oak Ridge and play, was it wasn't to be on a different level for college recruits to look at you? Or
I think that played a role in it for sure. But regardless, wherever I go, I'm gonna play, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna just stop playing football.
Right.
But I know my parents are having to pay, and like, I just want to be with my friends. I grew up kinder through 8th grade with these people, and I was trying to go to Spring High School because my people work in the district. So I was going to a school. So I'm zoned to Oak Ridge and Conroe, but my parents grew up in Spring, teaching in Spring, so I'm going to Spring schools. When I tried to go to Spring, I had a meeting with that coach. It went really well, and like, I was excited, and that's where my friends were. And you could think, now looking back, it's a blessing I didn't go there because now I met my wife. But my coach made sure that I didn't go to that school because he used to coach at Westfield in the district. So he wrote him a real nasty email, making sure that I didn't. But at the end of the day,
the Christian coach.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it ain't no hard feelings because I learned a very valuable lesson. I don't have no hatred, no distaste in my mouth towards any of those coaches because now as a man, it helped mold me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I got to meet my wife. I got
to
to meet my wife because of that.
Yeah.
And everybody make mistakes, and I don't hold anything against anybody.
That's good, bro.
You feel me?
Like that's a mature response because not everybody can receive it that way.
And I do. I try my best. You know what I'm saying? Like my wife's really helped me a lot with this because she grew up. She had a good upbringing, but just certain things and aspects of her life were much more difficult than mine. And she's had to have forgiveness in her heart towards individuals that may have really traumatically done her wrong. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where I'm like, forgiveness, but I'm like, wait, Jesus doesn't put sin in levels. Sin is sin.
That's true, bro.
You feel me? And he has unlimited grace. So if God can forgive me every day for my sins I commit daily, and she can forgive people who've maybe done her in a wrong way to me, then I need to learn to be more like him.
Right.
And my wife is showing me what that looks like here in flesh. So
Amen.
I don't want to, I'm not finna crucify anybody. I got love for everybody, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's good, man. It seems like your the way you carry yourself. Now that I know your dad and your mom, you know, y'all came over to the crib. Remember I had the karaoke night.
That was fun, man.
That was so lit, man. I want to do it
We gotta
again.
do it again.
Yeah, we got to, bro. I was hoping, you know, the selfish side of me, you know, we can all have a little selfishness at times.
Right.
I wanted him to, I wanted you to record a little bit. Hey, man.
Oh, nah, for real.
Yeah,
Next
man,
time it's on.
Yeah, because it was my first karaoke night.
I know.
You know
Look, we got to do it again. Christmas Carol edition.
Yeah, and I was excited that y'all were coming. I was like, and it was for Kev.
It was.
It was just for his birthday party.
I had a great time, man. We got to do it again.
But as I get to meet them more and more, I see that you come from a really good background as far as your family.
Yeah, man.
You know, your dad seems like a very good man. Your mom's very cool. So how would you say that played an impact, you know, growing up? Because you've always had both your parents in the house,
100%,
right?
bro.
Yeah.
It makes me emotional, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Just because, like, everything they've done has been for us.
Yeah.
When I say everything, I mean everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you can ask Kevin. Everything was strategically done. We went to the schools we went to because it was thought out. They talked to each other every night about how they're being as parents and how they could be better. This is like a every night thing.
Yeah.
I've never seen my parents argue.
Wow.
I've never seen them fight.
Wow.
I've never seen nothing but love and affection and unlimited support from them and my grandparents.
Wow, bro.
I've never had one recital or game, practice or anything without everyone there.
Wow.
So it's like, I didn't grow up like the kids in Northland with millions of dollars in my bank account, but now being a man and a father, about to have a baby on the way, I understand that my family gave me something that is irreplaceable.
Yeah, bro.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I have a wife who I didn't realize this till I got to U of H, and we like do things where you talk to other people on the team, and they thought it was crazy that my mom and my dad and my little brother and the dog coming to drop food off at my dorm. It's normal to me. But they're like, dang, you got everybody coming and on my birthday, I'm 22, 23 years old. Like, they bringing cakes and singing and stuff. It's normal. This is all I know. But they're looking like, dang, that must be nice, bro. That's crazy. And I never looked at it like, wow, I'm so blessed. I looked at it like, oh my gosh, my mom is doing the most. You know what I mean? But I truly cherish and can't thank my parents enough for everything that they did.
I was just telling your pops this, man. Like he commented on your brother's podcast.
Yeah.
And he was telling me how he's so thankful that I'm doing this, and that made me excited and emotional because, like I was telling you off camera, man, I love my pops. There's nothing, I have nothing against him. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he did what he could do.
Right.
But I didn't grow up with him.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and I didn't grow up with having a dad embrace me to say, hey, man, I'm proud of you.
Right.
I love you. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I never had that in a man. You feel me? Like,
Yeah,
I can't
bro.
even think about it.
Yeah.
I can't remember my dad being in anything that I've done.
Yeah.
And it's sad. You feel me? So when I see it, like I screenshotted that
Yeah.
video, and we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
I screenshotted that video of your dad embracing you whenever you told him you got the scholarship to play at U of
Yeah.
H, because I said I want to say this and show my son, like my bonus son,
Wow.
this is what I didn't have as a father,
Yeah.
and so this is why I have so many things that I'm still growing through.
Yeah.
The trauma and the insecurities.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? I'm still going through that because I've never been affirmed by a man.
100%.
So when your dad reached out to me and said, I'm grateful or thankful that you did this.
Yeah, bro.
And then he said, I believe that it's gonna be great.
Yeah, man.
You feel me? So just for him saying that, like I told him, I said, man, thank you so much for saying that because that means a lot. That gives me
Yeah.
encouragement to keep going.
Right.
Because I feel like I'm supposed to be doing this.
Yeah,
I'm supposed
bro.
to create this platform. But watching him, treat you the way he treats you, it shows me that he's planting some really good seeds in you and Harrison. Like the way y'all believe in God, the way you even treat your wife, you know what I'm saying? I watch it, bro. I watch all of that, you know what I'm saying? Like you're just a solid dude, you feel me?
I appreciate it. I try, man.
Yeah, and I could tell that God hands is on your life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
it
and
is.
And it's a beautiful thing, like, because most of us don't have that, you know, 2-parent homes.
I appreciate it. And I see it now more than ever, like, the blessing that I truly did have. Like, I knew it was always a really good thing to have 2 parents and both sets of grandparents married and showing me what that looked like. But now being an adult, hearing other adult things, hearing other adult drama that is a societal norm, divorce, abuse, neglect, just these broken, shifted type scenarios that are the normal. I'm just like, this is not normal. But then people are looking at me like, no, you're not normal. And it's like, okay, well, then I don't want to be normal. I'm going to make sure my family and my situation with my wife and my children is exactly how it should be.
Bro, just like what I told you off camera, shouts out to Pastor Mike Todd. I love Mike Todd. I watch him a lot from online because I can't drive to Oklahoma all the time, Tulsa. But he said that what's not transformed is transferred.
Yeah.
So me coming from a household where my mom raised me alone in the projects of Cleveland, and we didn't have much at all. You know what I'm saying? I remember always wanting for something.
Right.
I remember my mom worked 2 jobs to take care of me. And I used to sleep at Whataburger overnight because my mom, she had a day job and then she would work overnight at Whataburger. And I ate Whataburger, you know what I'm saying, for dinner, and I slept in the, like the booth.
Yeah. I know exactly
slept in there while my mom worked. I remember that type of stuff. So I salute my mom every day for the
100%.
sacrifice, bro. Like, but I say all that to say, like, what was not transformed was transferred to me.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have a pops to say, hey, I love you. I'm proud of you.
Right.
So that transferred to me in a negative way.
Right.
And once I became a dad, I didn't really know how to embrace my bonus son.
Right.
Like I tried,
Yeah.
but I've done a lot of wrong things, you know what I'm saying? Because I've held on to trauma.
Got you.
You feel me? So that's why when I text you and I say, bro, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
When your dad embraced you that way, even my wife cried.
Yeah, bro.
I showed my wife, like, I just so happened to that it came up because your dad had commented on my YouTube channel on Dreams in Motion, and I was like, oh, that's Chandler's dad. So I clicked on it, and then I saw that video.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there watching, bro. I'm in my office just, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
yeah, bro. The first time my wife saw it, she was crying like the first 3 times she's seen it. But like, it was real though. Like,
it was real.
That was a culmination of a lot of hard work, and shout out University of Houston teaching me, bro, so many lessons. I got everybody in my wedding has a part to play in my growth and everything.
Yeah.
Like the dudes that were standing up there with me, my groomsmen.
And y'all was fly, boy.
I appreciate it, man. We tried to, but like, man, University of Houston taught me a lot, especially football wise. Walking on, we had Coach Tom Herman there, and really great coach, but just tough. You know what I mean? And that's what I liked.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be hard. I didn't want it to be given to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In my first week there, I got Offensive Player of the Week on scout team.
Bro, and before you get into that, I need to know, like, and a lot of people gonna want to know that don't really know your background, and that's why I'm doing this. Like,
Right.
It's one thing, and I'm gonna always say this, it's one thing to dream, bro.
Yeah.
But it's a whole different level to put it in motion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, so how did you get to U of H?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, did you just apply to go to school there, or were they already looking at you?
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep it real. High school, I didn't party, man. I wasn't drinking, I wasn't smoking, I wasn't doing none of that. I had 2 trainers, Rashad Whitfield, and I worked out at Armed Sports Performance.
Okay.
Things that I had a job to be able to pay for both trainers. Like that's what I was on.
Wow.
Like at Oak Ridge my senior year, I was doing this, and at Northland Christian. Like I hung out with friends here and there, and you know I was social, and I was a social guy. But like you said, I got dreams that I got to put in motion, and whatever I got to do. If I'm working at Taco Bell, bet. If I'm working at Topgolf, bet. And the money I'm using is going to my trainers because I got to get better. You know what I mean? Like from a young age, like I had it figured out. Like as far as not everything, but at least the work ethic.
Yeah, yeah.
Like hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So while you partying, while you drinking, while you going to hang out at 13, 14, 15, I'm in the lab grinding. And what that's taught me has transferred to I'm 26 years old and I still have that same mindset.
Man,
people ask me now, why you getting up at 4:30? Why you walking 30 minutes on the stairs every day? I got a baby girl on the way. I got a mindset. I'm trying to be a champion. Somebody I love, man, Eric Thomas.
Yeah, I love E.T.
I started listening to him in 7th grade. Completely changed my life.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.
Oh,
It's something he said the other day that really stuck with me. I even got a journal and wrote it down.
Yeah.
Set the standard, raise the standard, uphold the standard every single day.
Yeah, bro. That's beautiful.
Not every other day. Not when you feel like it. Not when you're not tired.
Yeah.
Every single day, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like that's one thing that I love about your mentality is it's contagious. You feel me? Like when you're around somebody, that's like I always tell my son, you are the 5 people you hang around.
100%.
If you don't surround yourself around like-minded individuals, like iron sharpens iron, you're not going to get where you're trying to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know I owe a lot of my success to myself and God, to God and myself, but also the couple of guys that are in my circle right now,
bro,
that have helped me that saw something in me.
Yeah.
And it make me want to get up and go get it and be consistent. You know what I'm saying? Even when I want to fall off.
Yeah, I feel you.
Or get tired. You know, we all get tired.
Yeah, we do. We do
Yeah.
get tired. We don't want to do it, but you got to keep pushing. And what's crazy
bro.
is my dad used to say, you know, show me your friends, I'll show you your future.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
You feel
man.
me?
So from when you got to U of H,
Yeah.
You walked on.
Yeah, I had an opportunity. So I was getting recruited by schools, and I had looks from schools like SMU.
Okay.
I visited a lot of schools, had a relationship with coaches, had a relationship with a coach at TCU, but no one pulled the trigger. I had a coach from, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
What is that school with the blue turf? I cannot think of it right now. Drake?
Is it Drake?
Boise
Okay,
State.
okay.
They got the blue turf.
Okay.
They said, we love your film. We want you to invite you to our junior day. Who's offered you? I said, nobody yet. Hit us back when somebody offers you.
That's what Boise State said?
Yeah, bro. Okay. So I'm like, okay, I see how this works. You want me when somebody else want me. It's like a female. You feel me? Like, you want me when I'm hot. You want me when somebody else shows that they want me. If I would have told you TCU offered me, you'd be like, okay, cool. We'll pull the trigger. Because if they think you're good enough, then we'll do it.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, this football stuff has taught me a lot.
Yeah, it's
Like,
business.
Bro, what?
A lot of business.
That's only business.
Yeah.
Y'all seeing like a tenth of what's really going on.
Yeah, bro.
You know, but I needed that. And I didn't know I needed that.
Yeah.
I grew up in Legends Run, Rayford, you know, north side of Houston, going to school in 3rd Ward. I'm down there for 6 years, bro. Like, I learned a lot. I saw a lot of different things that really helped mold me into the man that you see today. You know what I mean? Because I needed that adversity. I needed to be told no. I needed to be told you're not good enough and see how I'm going to react.
That's what Kevin was telling me a little bit. Some of the coaches was telling you, like, you're too small to play D1.
Yeah. And Northland.
That's crazy.
They told me you're just another number. You'll go to a public school. You're not going to be good. If you go over there, you're not going to play. You think you're doing good here. You're barely doing good here. I went to Oak Ridge my first game. I had a 65-yard touchdown against the former team that went to the state championship. And that solidified everything I needed to know. That point forward.
You want
like people just doing this.
Right, man.
Don't let my confidence in myself affect your insecurities. Deion Sanders said that.
Yeah.
And that's another one. Nothing but motivational stuff on my phone, bro.
Yeah, that's
when I'm
good.
scrolling, when I'm looking.
Yeah.
It's Eric Thomas, Deion Sanders, these types of people that keep me this motivated.
Bro, I tell my boy, all my homies, man, like, what you allow your eyes and ears to hear, it eventually penetrates your heart.
100%.
And then your heart changes and controls the things that come out your mouth.
Right.
And your actions.
Yeah.
So if you're feeding your mind with that type of stuff, that's why you on the show, bro. Like, we need people to hear, like, you're not just gonna wake up and dream. When God gives you something, it even says in the Word of God, bro, you have to put your feet and hands to a good work.
Look,
you know
man,
what I'm saying?
It's gonna take work, bro.
It's gonna take work. You can't just dream it and say, well, God gonna provide. Yes,
Look.
God will. He's gonna bless the work that you do.
Faith without what is dead?
Dead. Faith without works is dead.
All right.
Period. But yo, man,
I believe God gonna get me a job, but I'm gonna sit on the couch.
Bruh, it ain't gonna happen. Ain't nobody finna call you. Hey, I was thinking about.
Come on, man.
You. Yeah.
I believe I'm gonna be a great father.
Right. Come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
I think that's my inspiration behind the show, though, bro.
Yeah.
People need to hear the mentality. And there's a lot of great shows, a lot of great podcasts, man,
Right.
but I just feel like we need to start also speaking with the average Joe person that's out here doing some amazing things with their mindset. You feel
Appreciate
me?
it. Yeah.
But so you get to U of H, you start you got the offer to walk on, or did you
basically
just walk
an
on?
offer to walk on. Like, we'll take them as a walk on.
Yeah,
you know what
no
I mean?
scholarship. Yeah,
no,
at that
nothing.
point.
And
Man.
that was the chip on my shoulder from day one.
Yeah.
Like, my parents, again, giving me and affording me every opportunity to be successful.
Yeah.
They're taking out a loan.
Wow.
So that I can do this and follow my dream. You'd be messed up if I'm not making my grades, not going to class, and not doing anything I can to set myself apart. Now, the adversity came when all the coaching changes happened. So I would prove myself, do really well, do extremely well. That coach would get fired. Major Applewhite, my home dog, my road dog.
Man.
Hey,
Oh,
love this
Major
dude.
Applewhite was at
Love
UH.
this dude to life, man.
Yeah, Longhorn.
Dude, that's my guy.
Yeah.
He got there. He became the head coach. And he saw, it takes one person to see. He's seen it in me.
Yeah.
He's seen, hey, he's smaller, but hey, he can go.
Yeah.
We hired offensive coordinator Kendall Browse and his assistant Mark Calla. My guys, I'm telling you, I was playing the most when they were there.
Wow.
I was turning up, doing really well, doing really good, getting an opportunity. They would be like, the starters were in there. I remember we had an offensive team meeting, and they would let each position talk. And at this point, we were losing, and the running backs were not producing. And every position group had to get up there and talk.
In front of the team?
In front of the entire offensive and all the coaches.
Oh, okay.
And I remember they were going to bring my dog, Grant Stewart, one of my really good friends to this day, went to middle school with him. They were going to bring him over from defense to run the ball. I love Grant, and he turned up when he did it. But that was disrespectful to me as a running back who's not getting an opportunity for the guys who are getting an opportunity to allow a defensive player to come do my job. So they were like, who wants to speak for the running backs? I didn't wait. Got up, walked down in front of the whole team. I was like, y'all really got me, and used some choice words, but expressed how, like, y'all really gonna sit here and allow a defensive player to come over here and do our job? And I'm sitting here on the bench, knowing if I was out there, I would X, Y, Z. And what happened? They started letting me play, and I put my money where my mouth was.
Wow.
And then they got fired.
They got fired. The coaches got fired. Yeah. So this was before Applewhite.
Nah, this was while Applewhite was there. But
Okay.
like I felt like I had solidified, oh, I'm a guy. Like, coming back, if they would have stayed, it might have been a little different. You know what I'm saying? But I'm blessed. Everything happens for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely believe that. Insert Dana Holgerson and his staff. And, it was another change, but now I'm a walk-on again. I'm not the walk-on who's proved himself, about to be on scholarship, blah, 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 blah. Is they get a sheet, 82 scholarships, these are the walk-on. So I'm like, dang. They came in, doing really good. First thing I told the strength coach, Gerald Bauer, was I'm going to be the first person y'all put on scholarship, just so y'all know.
Wow.
And like, I'm standing on that.
Yeah.
And I wasn't. They ended up putting 2 other people on scholarship before me. And throughout this whole process, I'm going to, athlete, basically Bible study. I forget what it's called. Oh my goodness.
At U of H?
Yes. There's like an acronym for it, but it's like all the athletes, no matter what sport you play, go and we do Bible study together.
Okay, that's dope.
And even the football team, we have a chaplain. Coach Kev is my guy.
Yeah.
And I was really
that's
close.
what I wanted to be.
Yeah,
A chaplain.
FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Dope, that's dope.
Yeah. So, I was really still in my word, but, going ups and downs, valleys and, you know, mountain peaks and things like that. But it's tough, man. Like, I know my parents are paying for school. I know they're paying for school, and I know that I'm good enough, but things keep happening and not going my way. Then when they put these other dudes on scholarship, I'm frustrated. You know what I mean? So I'm like, Chandler, I remember crying in my room, bro. I was like, Chandler, you have an opportunity. You can be mad at God, or he could be putting you to the test to see what you're going to do. I put my head down, balling, doing really well. Got put on scholarship, man, and it was one of the most beautiful moments in my entire life.
I can only imagine, man.
Because it was like 4 years in, you know what I mean?
Oh, it was
3 years in.
3 years in
something
before
like
you got the scholarship.
Yeah, bro. Like,
wow.
Because these coaches turnover.
Okay, wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
It delayed it. But that delayed gratification was beautiful, bro.
Wow. So that was going to be my next question. How long did it take?
It was a minute, yeah.
Wow. So you only played 1 full year on the team as a scholarship player?
Nah, so I ended up playing 6 years. So I graduated in 16 because COVID gave me another year.
Okay.
So then, but I redshirted my freshman year.
Okay.
So there's a lot of different things. So I got there in 16, left in 21.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But going into 22.
Okay.
So like around like 5 years, something like that. But yeah, bro, got on scholarship.
Full scholarship?
Yeah.
Wow.
Stipend now. I'm like, wow, what? I call my mom. I'm crying, bro. I have like the full video on my phone of the actual moment. I can show you later. But like they throwing me up in the air in the.
Oh, the team was?
Yeah, bro, because they all knew. You know what I mean? Like I was a guy. Like I remember, I had dudes like, "Hey, Chan, when we get paid, bro? You know when we get paid?" Like, cause I'm older now and I'm balling still. Yeah. So freshmen, sophomores coming in, they don't even know I'm not on scholarship. Yeah. Hey, when the stuff hit, bro, I'm like, I don't really know, bro.
Oh, what do you mean when the stuff hit?
Like so you get you would get a check every month to pay for your bills, and whatever's left over you can spend on what you need. Okay. I think at the time it was around like $1,800 if you lived off campus or something like that.
Okay.
I'm not getting that. But they're asking me,
when the check
hey,
comes.
Chan, when the check hit? Like
they think you on scholarship.
Yeah, like he lied. When the check hit, I'm like, I don't really know, bro. I'm like not on scholarship.
Yeah.
Like, huh? Yeah. And that's what's crazy is when the team don't even know, you know?
Wow.
So getting put on was a blessing. And then I called my mom. She picked up. She's crying. You know what I mean? But that felt amazing to tell her. I tried to call my dad, not picking up. But there's bad reception in the locker room. Yeah. Tried to call my dad, he's not picking up. Tell my mom, it's connecting. She's like, just wait. Tell him when you get home. So I went and got a haircut from my guy, Tim. I still get a haircut to this day from my guy down in 3rd Ward. And then I went home, and that's where you saw the video.
So he was, and that was your mom recording that video.
Yeah, my dad had no idea, bro.
Yeah, no idea.
Like this wasn't set up. Like I just came home. He's like, oh, you're home. I was like, yeah, I actually came home. Blah 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 blah. And it was a real normal conversation before she got up and started recording. Yeah. But it was even hard for me to get it out if you watch the video.
Yeah, like, I can see, man. Yeah.
Because, and that reaction from him was everything to me.
Yeah, bro.
Like, cause I knew y'all are paying for me to be here. Yeah. Y'all don't have to worry about that no more. I also know I have a younger brother that's about to go to college. Y'all are about to have to pay for 2 people to go to school. Yeah. I didn't want that.
Bro, this is just a beautiful thing, bro, because like I saw when you first said, yeah, man, they got me on the receiving team. Mm-hmm. And then I saw your dad. You can just see how it was just natural. He didn't know what was going on. And he was just like, yeah, man, I know that's good. I know you were excited about that. Yeah. You going to ball out or something like that. And then that's when you told him, but something else happened, Dad. Yeah. And then, well, I'm telling you, bro, I didn't watch it 100 times. Me and my wife, bro.
Yeah, man, it was.
And she was like, that's a father that's an intimate relationship.
It was, and it is. And my dad, that's my guy, bro. He's an example for me every day. Like you said, the people in your circle. Yeah. I think you should have a spiritual mentor as well. Yes. He is a walking, living, breathing example of, to me, what it looks like to live out the biblical role of a man and his role as a head of a household, respecting his wife. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like the fruits of the spirit, to me, he's all of them. Wow. Like that, like love, joy, peace, patience. Yeah, yeah. We could stop right there. That one, I've never seen him like lose his cool. Man. I've seen him discipline and him get elevated because he's asked you 4 or 5 times. Yeah. But like, let's say my mom, she likes to just do stuff. She be wilding. Like, I love her to let.
Mom's got a lot of energy.
She has a lot of energy. And me and my brother be like, man, I don't know how he be doing it, bro. But I love my mama. Yeah, I love her to death. But like my dad is so even keeled. Yeah, yeah. Like through anything.
But you know, that's what they say about marriage. Like when you tend to marry someone opposite of
Yeah.
because so that y'all can both pull off each other's strong
I agree with
points.
that because my wife is the exact opposite of me.
Oh yeah, my wife too. Yeah. Oh come on, man. Like my wife would never sit. Like it's gonna take her a long time to sit in a seat like this with cameras on. But
with the lights
on, but she'll give you a lot of wisdom behind the closed doors. You know what I'm saying? Like she's that type of person, beautiful spirit though. But she has her thing. She loves history.
Yeah.
She's like a freak of nature when it comes to history, bro. She'll go find your whole background,
right.
Through ancestry.
Oh my goodness.
She'll put your tree together. She'll find your great grandma.
Oh, that's lit.
Like she loves that type of work,
that's
bro.
Cool.
Like and I love that about her.
Yeah.
You feel me? But you always get someone different, man. So, but I like that about your pops too, bro. Like, it just seems like a lot of the traits that you have, your brother have. Do y'all have any other brothers, sisters?
It's just me and him.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, we have a cousin. Her name is Jasmine, and that's like our sister, though.
Okay.
She was over. That's Kevin's daughter.
Oh yeah.
So she was
Jasmine.
over every single summer growing up, and I look at her like a sister, bro.
That's crazy, man. Yeah. Kev told me a little bit today, man. We was talking today. I didn't even know that he had known my cousin Trey for that long.
They were at my parents' wedding.
Yes, man. He just told me this. I was like, bro, it's just you couldn't make this up.
Nah,
man.
it is kind of wild.
How I knew of you before I even knew Kevin. That's what I'm saying,
crazy.
bro. I was already following you because of the video.
Right.
You remember what video I'm talking about? You was speeding on that.
Yeah. I think that was when I hit 22 miles an hour. Because then for pro day, I hit like 25 miles an hour.
Did you hear what this boy just said? 22 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I don't even know which camera to look at, but
right.
did y'all hear this?
And
but see, that's what got me excited.
Right.
Because I always try to look at people who I feel like, okay, I ain't that much bigger than, like, he ain't that much bigger than me. Like,
100%.
Like, I can do it.
Yeah,
because
bro.
it's like I want to transform my body. So I was always following people who inspired me.
Right.
And you were one of them.
I appreciate
and I didn't even
that,
know
man.
you.
That's
you feel me?
crazy.
I didn't go to one game.
Right.
I watched you play on the team though. I watched
Right.
some of the U of H games because I wanted to see you in action.
Right.
And then I just started following everything you were doing.
That's wild.
Before I knew Kevin. And so when Kevin started dating my cousin, and I don't know how it came up, bro, but I think I met your dad first.
Right.
And so your dad started talking.
You did meet my dad because my dad came and told me, hey, Kevin has a friend who knows David Mogetta.
Yeah.
And I was like, David, who?
Yeah.
I was like, I know who that is. I was like, who is this friend? He was like, you're going to meet him if you go to Kevin's. I'm like, I got to get to Kevin.
Yeah, bro. And it's like, even though it didn't work out to be something bigger than that.
Right.
I think God still had a plan.
He did. Look where we at.
Exactly, bro.
You know?
It's like, and I felt like it was some sort of connection. That's why I kept texting you. I was like, man, I'm gonna befriend this dude.
No,
and
for
see
real.
what
I
God
appreciate you for doing that.
I even tried. I tried to hit my boy David up. You know what I'm saying?
No, you did. And I
Yeah.
appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
And, I think, like I said, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, bro. But
we're doing this now.
Yeah, bro. But what's crazy, though, it still blows my mind that, I'm sitting here talking. I still didn't know. Like, when I'm talking to your dad.
Right.
I didn't know who they were really talking about.
Right.
As far as this football guy.
Right.
You feel me? Like, until somebody said your name. He said, yeah, that's Chandler Smith dad. You'll meet him or something like that. I was like, Chandler Smith. And then somebody pulled it up. I said, man, I know Chandler Smith. I was saying like I know you, like I've been, but when you're inspired by someone,
yeah,
and you get to watching them, you feel like you kind of know them.
Nah, for sure.
Bro, that's how I was a fan of you, bro.
I didn't even know it was like that.
Yes, bro, I was a fan.
I thought you had maybe seen the video.
Nah, bro, I was a fan because I started thinking, if he can do it, I can.
Bro, right.
Not in the level of football, but in fitness.
Yeah.
Like it's because you had to have some sort of. That's what I recognized just watching that video of you running that fast.
Right.
And then started seeing all of the different things that came out about you.
Right.
We're gonna get into that next.
Right.
Like how you became the face of U of H, and
yeah.
You feel what I'm saying, bro? Like the social media stuff started blowing up, and I'm just watching like this dude had to have some sort of mental power or strength to do to some of the things, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
Right? You feel me?
He'll do it.
Right. But it's like, yeah, God is, I like to say God plays chess with himself. Mm-hmm. He moves the pieces around.
Right.
But it's like we still have to have a heart to receive.
100%.
Right? And do the work.
You got to put the work with that.
You got to. And so that's what I was attracted to, man. And when he said, it showed me the picture, I said, man, what? you kin to this dude? And that's what I'm telling Kevin.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, man, that's my nephew, man, and this, such and such. And I said, bro, this is crazy, bro. I said, man, I got hip to this dude through one of the biggest sports agents. You know what I'm saying?
That to me is still crazy that he showed you the video.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like when you said, oh yeah, David Mogetta showed me the video.
Yeah.
I'm like, that just shows you, like that in itself shows you and everyone watching the power of social media. I have no idea that when I post this video of me running, one of the biggest sports agents in the country is gonna look at it and then be showing people around him in his circle.
Bro, and this is my college roommate. I showed you a picture of me and him.
Yeah.
But what's funny about me and David used to be my manager.
Right.
Like he wanted to get into the music game.
side.
Like he wanted to be like the Dame Dash.
Right.
Like we had rappers, bro. We had rappers from New Orleans, bro. Like they were twins. You know, they used to run track for UT. Fast, man. And they used to rap and I was making all the beats, and you know what I'm saying, while they was in, you know, leaving the campus to come to me and David's apartment,
right,
where David had a music studio set up in the apartment for me.
Dang.
I'm in there making beats,
right,
you know,
right,
we chilling. That was our relationship, bro. And then David saw that, man, this money moving kind of slow in this field. I'm gonna have to go back to school and do something different. And I remember David telling me, I'm gonna be a lawyer, I'm gonna go do this. And because he had already had relationships with a lot of the ball players. Like all the ball players at UT, they would hang out with us. You feel me? Like, you know, the Kappas, you know, because David's a Kappa.
Right.
And man, it just, from now, I just watch David, like he got that same type of beast, bro.
Right.
That mentality, I watch him go from him saying it and doing it. And to this day, the rest is history, man. Dude is like, you know, you already know.
Yeah, hey, that's big time.
But yeah, man, it just, I love the story because it connects with me because I feel like I'm a part of it because I was such a fan. And so to hear, and then when I first met you, I was trying not to do too much, but I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I wanted to ask for a picture when you came to Kevin's.
Right.
Because that was my first time meeting you.
Right.
I was gonna be like, man, let me get a picture, but I was trying to be cool.
That's
I ain't gonna ask
crazy.
dude for nothing. I ain't finna be, what I look like asking, I'm grown, man. Hey, can I get a picture over here?
No, what's crazy is like, it's crazy how you can affect people without ever even meeting them.
Yeah, bro.
And that's what this social media stuff has taught me. And like, you know, my feet are planted firmly on the ground, bro.
Yeah,
like I know God is the reason why I'm waking up, why I get every opportunity to go out and speak, do things like this, make the content that we do. And I feel like we're blessed to be a blessing.
Yes, sir.
Like I look at the platform that he's allowing me to have as an opportunity to spread his word. So we bring you in with the laughs and the funny stuff and the videos, but at the source of it, I want you to see how I treat her as my wife.
Yes.
I want you to see how I treat my stepson as my son. He's not my stepson, that's my son.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I want you to see how we go to church every Sunday and God is not just like a little thing we do during the week. Like he's really the reason for everything.
The root of everything.
And the root of everything in our firm foundation. So
that's beautiful because I can see it, you know, and I have to give you your flowers. That's a part of my show. I want to give people their flowers while they're here.
I appreciate that,
I want to say thank you because like as a dad myself, you know, I try not to say stepson.
Yeah, bro.
You know, like I tell my son how much I love him and care about him. He's going to be on the show.
That's awesome.
And we're going to have conversations about the dynamics of me being his stepfather.
Yeah.
And him being hard for him. His dad played football at U of H.
That's crazy.
His biological dad was a big guy over at U of H, man.
Wow.
He ended up messing up his ankle or something in his leg, and he was supposed to go pro.
Right.
That's how good he was, man. But and his son, you know, my son, he got that statue too.
Yeah.
He's thinking about taking the same steps you took.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he wants to walk on, and I keep telling him about your story. I was just talking about you today. We were standing in the kitchen this morning having coffee. And I like to talk to him in the mornings, like my morning times. I sit in my garage and I talk to God. Yeah. I meditate. Or sometimes I call my son in the garage, come sit down and talk with me. And we both be up early.
Yeah.
Like my son got that dog, bro. He be up day trading.
That's awesome.
He knows about the trading, the stock market. He reads the charts, bro. He done made money in this. And he's only 20 years old.
That's awesome.
I told him, man, he's gonna be a millionaire. He's that type of dude. And he's still trying to figure out his next few steps, but I say all that to say, man, I put him on you a lot. You know, your story, I share your story with him a lot. Yeah. Because I want him to take that first step, man. If he walked in the room now, bro, and you see he about 6'3", 6'2". Oh, yeah. I'm talking about he in that gym now, looking real good. Like, he can do it, bro.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
He played football.
Okay.
He just stopped playing when his mom and his biological dad divorced. He stopped playing a little bit, and I think that affected him.
Yeah.
But I think he's trying to get back into
That's
it.
good.
Because he can still do it.
Heck yeah.
And sometimes he needs people like, I want you to meet him.
For sure. We can do that.
He needs people like you to tell him, like, bro, it's possible.
100% possible.
Because he hear from dad.
Right.
Sometimes you hear from somebody else, you feel me? Like, it just it hits different, you feel me? But, yeah, man, I just want to give you flowers, like, talking about how you want your social media platform to see God and to see how you treat your wife, to see how you treat your son. It inspires me because it made me want to do better.
I appreciate that.
Because I haven't always been the best stepdad, and I'm going to talk about that on my show too.
Right.
I haven't always been the best stepdad because I've been dealing with my own traumas, like I said earlier. But watching you, how you embrace them. On camera, you know, and sometimes some people may say, "Oh, that's for the camera," but I can see through that.
Yeah, man.
I can see your heart, bro.
That's my guy.
Yeah, I can see your heart, bro, and I pray others can see the same. So to hear you say you want your platform to not just be about the funny things, but to see the heart and the root that what God is doing in y'all life.
Yeah, man.
That's beautiful, bro.
That's definitely what it's about. And me and my wife have talked about that since it even started getting to what it is. Is that God's allowing us to have this. Like, these followers aren't just showing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, God is allowing it to be this.
Yes.
And if we're going to say that our foundation within our relationship is this, and which it truly is, then people should be able to see by the things we're doing, the things we're saying, the types of things we're promoting. Like, we've gotten tons of opportunities to promote some, like, things that don't align biblically. So we're not going to sell out for a paycheck.
Right, that's good.
You know what I mean?
That's
like,
good.
we're not going to, use this sound or do this trend that may be really inappropriate, but it's doing really well just to get views. Like, because we really living with the foundation as this. You know what I mean? So we definitely try our best to, you know, see things through that lens.
Yeah,
you know?
so the last thing that I want to talk about before we wrap up is, because I don't know how we're doing on time, but I want to talk about when did the social media part start? Because that's the that's like the highlight of, like, you playing football, you know, you going crazy on the field, but how did you get you know what I'm saying? Like 1.2, you got over 1.2 million followers on TikTok, or is it more now?
Yeah, it's 1.2.
1.2? You see, I've been doing my homework.
And it's and it started, I'm gonna tell you, because of Harrison.
Okay.
Like, so my little brother, he was doing his TikTok thing, and I'm playing ball at UH at the time, and he's at Sam.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm not really thinking much of it. He's making funny videos, like, I'm laughing, I'm reposting them and everything, but I'm not really knowing, like, the motion that's going on behind the scenes. So I remember, I'll never forget, he had a package dropped off to the house. He was like, "Hey, can you bring that to Sam?" And I was like, "Sure, I can bring it to Sam." So I brought it to him, or no, I opened it up. He's like, "Tell me what it is." And it was some, like, pants and a jacket, and I know the brand. And I was like, "You don't have no job? Like, how did you get this?" And he's like, "They sent it to me." I'm like, "What do you mean they sent it to you?"
And you big brother, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, he's 4 years younger than me. I'm like, "What you mean they sent it to you?" He's like, "Yeah, they sent it to me. Like, I make videos for them and XYZ. I'm like, "Bro, these pants cost like $200. What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Bro, they sent it to me." He's like, "Could you run it up to Sam?" I'm like, "Shoot, yeah, I'm gonna try to see what's going on." So I drive up there, I give it to him. He's like, "Hey, can you take these pictures for me?"
Yeah.
I'll never forget this, bro. I'm like, "All right, let me take these pictures." I turn the flash on, take the pictures. It was like a reflective jacket or whatever. Tell me why the next day I see the picture I took on the brand's page, like, with the tag for the pants and everything on the brand's page.
Come on, man.
But this is a picture I took in his college dorm.
Yeah.
I called him. I said, "Hey, bro, that's the picture I took.
Yeah.
How you did that?"
Yeah, put me on.
And he was like, "Bro, I told you." I'm like, "Okay, so how did you do this?" He's like, "Well, TikTok." I'm like, "All you do is tell jokes." He's like, "That's all it took. Like, that's all you got to do." I was like, "So you think I could do that?" And he was like, "Well, yeah, you're at U of H. I think you could. It's kind of hard, XYZ. I was like, "Can I do, like, couples or something like that?" He was like, "I mean, yeah, you could try it." So I remember right before COVID hit, we had started a little bit. Yeah. No video is doing good at all, right?
Really?
No, not at all.
See, this is what I want to hear.
Yeah,
like,
no video is doing good, bro. Like,
okay.
10 views, 15 views.
Yeah.
That's how it always starts, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And Harrison's like, "No, use this sound, it's a trending sound. Put this hashtag, this will do this." So I deleted everything, tried again. Still not doing anything. A football video hit a little bit. A date video hit like 12,000. We're like, ooh, 12,000
what
views?
video hit?
Like, a football video hit, like, let's say 40,000 views. But that's a lot when you don't have nothing.
Yeah.
And then a little date night video of us hit like 12,000. So we're like, this is cool. I never forget Christmas Day. He was like, use this sound with you running on the treadmill at school. And I was like, what's going to happen? He was like, bro, I promise. I posted it. It hit like 6 million views. And we went from, kid you not, like it was overnight. We went from around like 14,000 followers to over 80 in like hours.
No way, bro.
So
on TikTok?
Yeah, so that showed me the power of like visuals.
Yeah.
So then it just kept compounding off that. Mind you, COVID's hit now. We're just going down. We're making content. We made a video where I take my card, she hands it to me, I pay for the food, but we're pretending it's her card and I don't want to pay, right? Well, my card number's on the video. Bro, that video hit like 40 million views because people trying to rob me because the info's on there. But I canceled the card.
Wow.
So like I canceled the card before the video blew up for real.
Oh, okay.
Because I got an alert saying somebody in Arkansas tried to use it. I'm like, what?
Wow.
What? And I was mad. I was like, Lex, why did you have it out? And I was like, well, we canceled it already.
Yeah.
She's like, should we take the video down? I was like, nah. Don't take the video down. If one person tried, more people are going to try. We went from like 200K to like 500 followers overnight.
No way, bro.
Yeah, bro. And then we posted a recent video that hit like 70 million.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's
it's
crazy.
the power of social. Like, you saw me before I ever knew who you were.
Right.
And like you said, you follow me and knew my story. And like you meet people out now that are like, oh, I follow you guys. And they really feel like they know us.
Yeah.
So, and it's cool because it feels like you're having an immediate impact in people's lives.
Yes.
By them watching what you have going on.
And then it's even better because if you're stewarding your platform well,
right,
you can introduce the love of God
100%
in anybody's life.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like
people who might never see Jesus, go to a church, have a biblical figure in their household.
Yes.
They might see the way I'm treating Lex and be like, hey, that looks different. Why does he do that? Oh, he follows Jesus.
Right.
Or
right.
why does he love, or why do they love their son so much, but he doesn't look the same color as them? Right. They love you. You know what I mean?
Come on, bro. That's it's beautiful, man. Like that TikTok stuff, bro. Like I'm just now really getting hip to it.
Yeah.
Because I was like back when I was coming up, I'm much older than you. But when I was coming up, MySpace was the thing.
Yeah, I remember.
You remember MySpace?
Yeah.
And I was like going ham, bro. Like if I would have stayed consistent with what I was doing, I was just telling my brother Hardhead, bro, I was the guy when I was living with Vince Young.
Right.
I was the guy carrying the laptop around,
right,
videotaping everybody like this.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, and people were grabbing the laptops. What's up, man? Everybody loved it, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I was getting all this cool footage of behind the scenes of the day in the life with Vince Young.
Yep, see?
You feel me?
And that's, like, you already was on something.
I was on it, bro. Like, I just didn't know that it was going to become what it is today.
Because it's crazy.
And I needed, like, you blessed because you had a brother that was already hip to it. I needed somebody like your brother.
Yeah.
To see, like, because, like, right now I got so much footage, bro.
Right.
And when people come to my music studio and I pull out some of the old footage of me and Vince Young, they're like, bro, what are you doing with this?
Like, you gotta post this.
Yeah, like what are you doing with this? And I'm like, man, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. You feel me?
Right.
But, you know, that's why I started the podcast first, because there's ways that I can introduce that footage,
yeah, man.
You know, through the podcast. But it's like, it's just a blessing that you had that in your life, man. And so that's how it blew up then.
That's how it blew up.
Starting with your brother.
Started with my brother, started with that, and then I'm also playing football.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm posting a lot of football stuff, day in the life stuff.
Yeah.
We had a video on YouTube that I made of my day in the life of a University of Houston football player.
Yeah.
Hit like almost 300K on YouTube. So then our YouTube started blowing up. Then we just recently, this year in 2023, in January, we were like, let's start Instagram with me and you, Chandler and Alexis, from scratch and see what can happen.
Wow.
We started it January 1. From January, February, and March, we had no views. Again, it felt like TikTok all over again.
Wow.
Why is it not doing it? This is dumb. We were on TikTok getting crazy views, and now there's nothing. It's like that consistency. So we would repurpose the content, stay consistent.
Mm-hmm.
One video hit 1 million. Now we just hit 132,000 since January. Yeah.
Wow, on Instagram.
Yeah.
And but you got but the TikTok page was also you and her too, right?
Yeah. So
okay, so you're
trying to have it everywhere.
Okay.
Because you need people to see it everywhere. You
right.
never know. Just how you saw it from David and David saw it,
yeah.
You never know whose phone you pop up at night when they're scrolling.
That's true.
You know what I mean? I use this thing as a tool, man.
Yeah.
Like, everyone wants to be on them. Okay, we need to make sure we're in front of them.
Right, that's true, bro.
You never know what CEO, what business owner, what somebody who has a really nice bank account that needs some sort of marketing, and they're looking for maybe an interracial or a dating couple or this and that.
Yeah, that's why I say, man, it's a blessing, man, that you took this time with me, man. You know,
I appreciate it.
Thank you, bro. I'm humble, bro, because it's like, you know, I did ask you a few times.
Yeah, no, you did. You did ask me.
I was consistent. You know
and I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah.
Like you said, like there is a lot going on, and you know, me being a dad and trying to figure all this out. But I wanted and I'm so glad that I came.
Yeah.
Because I'm all about people chasing their dreams.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
I appreciate that.
100%. Like I heard this the other day. It's like, imagine if you could dream as big as you want and you knew it would never fail. How big would you dream? Like, really think about that.
Yeah, that's tough. Like,
how big would you dream if you knew it wouldn't fail?
Yeah, that's tough.
And like, that's the power of the mind, bro. Like,
right.
The only limit we have on ourselves is ourselves.
Yeah, bro.
If you think you can get 1 million followers, you can make it happen.
Bro, you know what's crazy? I'm glad you said that, because when I introduced my first episode, Harrison was my first episode.
Right.
Well, I got many other episodes.
Right.
But being strategic and, you know, a businessman,
right.
I said, let me go ahead and release Harris first. You know, it was such a good interview.
Yeah.
And I knew Harris was going to help promote it, because he told me. He's like, man, I'm going to repost it too.
Yeah.
I said, man, I appreciate that, man. And so a friend of mine, he was just like, man, you're not doing the audio. You know how they have podcasts with some audio.
Right.
It's like, nah, man, I'm gonna just focus on this YouTube. I'm gonna focus on the visuals. You know, I want people to see us.
Right.
You know, I want to do that. That's my vision. That's the vision God gave me 7 years ago when Dreams in Motion became a thing. You feel me? It was all about going to the dreamers and encouraging them.
Right.
And showcasing what they're doing. Like the first video we did was on Cedric Griffin.
Okay.
You know, he played for the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
You know, he played at UT.
Yeah.
He had left the Minnesota Vikings, and he went back to Austin and started a workout facility. He wanted people to train like athletes. That was his vision. And I said, Cedric, man, let me come over there and chop it up with you, shoot some footage of you helping your clients.
Right.
And that's how it started.
That's awesome.
And Cedric, he's one of my first interviews, man, and he believed in it 7 years ago.
That's awesome.
You know, and it's like, I put it down because sometimes when your vision is big, you can't do everything by yourself.
You can't.
You know, thank God you had your wife now, you know, to help partner with you on this journey, right? You had your brother.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't have anybody to help me keep the dream going but
man.
myself. But here I am 7 years later still doing it because God keep bringing people, bro.
It's a marathon, man.
Yeah.
And that's what people need to understand. Like you said, the gym, like delayed gratification is something you're going to learn in the gym.
Yeah.
I didn't get my scholarship in a year or two.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? Like, you got to understand that a lot of these billionaires like Elon Musk and these people, this didn't happen overnight.
Right.
You just see when they start popping and think they just had it.
Come on.
7 years ago, this was a dream.
Yeah.
It's emotional.
It's emotional.
You know what I mean? And I can't wait to see in another 6 months where it's at.
Right, bro. And so I was telling him, he was like, man, you're not going to do audio? And I was like, man, I'm focusing on this right now. This how I'm going to do it.
Right.
And I said, I'm believing for 100,000 followers by next year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that may be low, but I'm believing for that. You feel? I'm believing that the people, but it's up to me.
Yeah.
I got to stay consistent.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And like Pastor Mike, again, he always says it's only crazy until it happens. You feel me? Like, you may be sounding crazy, like, oh, I'm going to get 1 million followers, but I really believe I can do it.
You can.
You know, because I know that I'm going to stay consistent, just how I kept hitting you.
Yeah.
I knew you was busy, but every now and then I'm going to jab at it.
That's just how you need to do it.
You still good, bro?
That's how you need to do it, for real.
And so I appreciate you, man. And I don't want to take up too much of your time because I'm definitely going to have you back on the show.
Hey, I can't wait to come back.
You know what I'm saying? Like with you and your brother, we're going to do it again and talk some men stuff, talk life, talk family, you feel me? But what I would ask you, you know, for somebody that's watching, like, where do you, because you're still young, bro, like, where do you see yourself going, like, in your brand, like, in the next year or two? Like, do you already have some goals?
I do.
I'm pretty sure you do. That's why I asked.
Yeah. Okay, so brand-wise, I see Chandler and Alexis, like I said, starting our own version of this. Like, I see a podcast, a relationship podcast where we can talk about real-life things, like I told you earlier, just about dating, marriage, real-life struggles that people go through, and how to go through and with a Christian foundation.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And bringing in other couples to talk to, like you and your wife.
Yes.
So people can see, oh, they're real people. They're just not the funny TikTok people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think there's a real benefit to being authentic. And I think that people would really like to see that side of it, you know?
Yes.
I see myself social media wise, like I said, I'm revamping my Instagram, and I'm gonna create a new TikTok and YouTube all about fitness. People have been telling me, you need to do fitness. Chandler, you need to do fitness. You should train people. And I've been like, man, I'm not doing that. I'm not a fitness dude. I was like, I'm not a fitness dude. And I was like, you know what? Let me go get some supplements. Let me do my research. I got 2 guys that I really look at, Christian Ricketts and Simeon Panda.
Okay.
That these dudes are jacked, right? But they're doing it the right way. They're clean.
Yeah.
They're taking things that you're okay to take and that are good for your body. You know what I mean? And I look up to those guys, and I'm aspiring to get to that level. So I think in a year or two, actually no, I know in a year or two I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
So podcast, fitness, foundation in faith, and then just killing it with my new job. Thank the Lord. I'm a medical sales rep for a spine distributor in Houston. So
that's what's up, bro. Congratulations.
Just trying to level up, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you know, like I said, bro, that's what this is about, man. Like when you said authentic, I believe that Dreams in Motion is not about just the dream chasers. It's about the average Joe people that are doing the hard work that it takes to keep it alive. Yeah. You know, my pastor once told me, because I used to ask him, what do you think my purpose is? And he was like, what makes you most angry? And I said, I hate when people give up on themselves. I hate it, bro. I've always been a motivator. I've always been an encourager. Like if you look at my life, all of my homies have always been ball players. Right. You know what I'm saying? I was living with Vince Young, for God's sakes. And that's like my bro. You feel me? Like I was always encouraging the ball players. Right. And that's why I wanted to be a chaplain. You feel me? Like I wanted to be around the players.
You would be a great one too.
Yeah, bro. And people have been telling me this all my life, man. And I'm still aspiring to be that as I get older. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like to help out. Like one of my good friends, he's going to be on the show. He works for the Portland Trail Blazers. Right. He used to play basketball for Oregon State. Yeah. And when I came to him with the idea, I said, man, what do you think about me being a chaplain? He said, Kurt, like that's you up and down. 100%. You know, and it's just because it's like, my love for God and my passion for athletes and people who are chasing their dreams and the stuff that they go through. Right. Like, let's talk about that. You 100%. Know, like I had a guy on the show was talking about how he wanted to give up on his music career. Right. And all of the different drama, like, because music is just like athletes. It's all the same. It's more business in music than talent. You feel me? Yeah. And so I have a passion for, like, I don't want my brothers to give up. Like when my brother Hardhead, he behind the camera right now, like I love the fact that he just picked up this video stuff and he just said earlier, I said, Jorge, how you learn how to work the video stuff, bro? Right. He said, man, I'm a self-learner, man. Anything I do, I'm a master. Right. I love that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It gets me going, bro.
I'm trying to get like that.
You feel me? Like it get like Mr. Mark. Shout out to my sponsor, Mr. Mark, man. Like for allowing us to utilize this space, man. He helped me get my business in order. He helped me get over 90,000 plus in business funding. Yeah. So now I have my LLC set up with my wife and I, an estate, a holding company. Underneath that holding company is Dreams in Motion. Got you. So where we're DBA? Yeah. So where we're set up to where now my holding company has the funding, over $100,000 in funding. Got you. So where we can invest in certain things. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I said I told your brother I wanted to invest in him. Yeah. You know, I wanted to invest in, my clothing brand for Dreams in Motion. Yeah. And do a partner, do a collaboration. Yeah. Eventually as he's growing. Yeah. I want to invest in you. I want us to get together as brothers. Yeah. To figure out ways we can invest. And that's what it's about. Look. That's crazy. You see what I'm saying?
That's what it's about. That was like a big thing that me and my brother were talking about with you. It was like, we like action, you know what I mean? And we like people who got their head on straight and they have a vision and they chasing and achieving that vision. Yeah. And so with him and his business, with me, with what I have going on, you and your amazing team, like 100%. I want to have weekly calls if you wanted to, just about, hey, where are we at? Because like you say, you can only get so far by yourself, bro.
Come on, bro.
You need a community of solid individuals around you. You do. To get and elevate where you need to be.
You do, bro, and that's what I'm thankful for, and that's what this show is about. Yeah. And I want to do it more. As you're building your podcast, I want to however I can help out.
Crossover.
I want to be a part of that, bro, because I know that God is doing some great things. And I just told your dad the same thing. I said, bro, there's a special light on y'all life, bro.
I appreciate that.
From you, your brother, your mom, and your dad, there's a light. I saw it in my house, man. Y'all left so much joy in my house, bro. And my wife said, man, they always welcome.
Oh,
you know
man.
what I'm saying?
I didn't even get a chance to meet her, bro.
Really?
No.
So that's crazy. The whole night?
The whole night.
That's crazy. You having a good time?
Yeah,
then?
it was fun. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? We got to come back. We got to
She sat and talked to Harrison's wife, though, outside. Like,
Okay.
Oh, my God. I had to pull her aside like, babe, she got to go, babe. Because she fell in love with Harrison's wife, bro.
That's
but,
so
you know,
cool.
they both got that Creole thing.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
wife is mixed.
Then that's what
so
that
they had,
is.
you know what I'm saying? They had a lot to talk about. But yeah, bro, I appreciate you coming, man.
I appreciate
and,
you, man.
I definitely, before I end, like I said, I told my mom that this show is not going to just be no fluff.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that God is in it, and I want to make sure that I pray for my guests when they come and before they leave.
Got
So
you.
I just want to take the time to pray for you before you leave. God, I
appreciate
thank you
it.
for my brother Chandler. I pray, God, that you continue to help him grow into the man that you've called him to be. God, I pray for a spirit of protection over him and everything that he touched. God, I pray that the sky is the limit, God. You already know what you have in store for this young man, God, and I just pray everything that he touched will go gold, God, and that he will continue to touch all of his audience, man, and that everybody that see Chandler will see you, God. And so I just pray that you help him make it home safely and that you would never take your hands off of him. And God, help him to be everything that you've called him to be, Lord. And also bless his new seed that's coming, God. Bless his daughter, bless his wife, bless his household. And let them never want for anything from generation to generations. In your son's name, amen.
Amen.
All right, bro.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate
We're going to have you
that,
back
big
again.
dog.
Hey, y'all tune in. Y'all subscribe. Please like,
Hey,
comment. You
do
know what
it
I'm saying?
all.
I need y'all, man, to tune in and help your boy grow. Help me and my brother Hardhead. Shouts out to him behind the camera, man. Help us grow so that we can continue to show people what it takes to put your dreams in motion.
Let's get it.
Peace.
I came from the country, the bottom, they don't know about me. I came from the country, the bottom, they don't know about me. I came from the country, the bottom, they don't know about me. I came from the country, the bottom, they don't